Right, we are with Lucas Pinsker this week. Well, give me your official title for the rec center.
Yeah, my title is Sports, Leisure, and Facilities Manager. So I do that for the rec center. I've been full-time there for about 8 years now, and previous about 4 or 5 years before that part-time. So
that title sounded tranquil, didn't it? Say that. Can you tell us what you are again, what your title is?
Sports, Leisure, and Facilities Manager.
Isn't that great?
I've been getting to know Lucas a little bit more here recently because every sport that Max has been playing, I get another email right before it starts saying, we are 6 coaches short. Yep. We have 6 teams and we're 6 coaches short on coaches. So he lures me in every time, which speaking which, Lucas, you may as well sign me up for basketball. Awesome. I know we're short on those.
You know what? And while you're at it, I'm going to just do baseball. I know we're early, but that'll save you one less parent.
I'll take it.
Okay, just count me in. Ryan,
no going back now.
We're going to split up.
So all you other kindergarten parents out there that get your kids signed up for basketball, somebody volunteer and help.
You're a parent.
We're calling you out.
Yep. No kids are going to know whether you know what you're doing or not.
Correct.
Parents will, but
tell them to bounce the ball. Yep. So anyway, got that off my chest.
Yes.
And like I said, Lucas put me down for basketball. Yeah. I'm in.
Okay.
So let's get into, what's coming up. So we're going to kind of discuss.
Let's get our tips of the week here.
Good call.
And by the way, next week we have Tammy Robble, right? With Holly's House of Hope. We're going to go to her facility and talk with her and let her share. But that's coming up next week. Our tips of the week. My financial tip of the week. I find this conversation coming on rather often. I'm the one driving it, and it is Roth conversions. Just to put some perspective on the kind of savings that someone can get on their taxes. If you're 30 years old, you got $100,000 sitting in your 401k. If you're in a 20% tax bracket, you're looking at about $20,000 of taxes that are going to be due on that account. If you grow that account over, let's say 30 years at 9%, that's going to be about $1.4 million. And you're going to be looking at $280,000 of taxes at a 20% tax bracket at age 60. You can get around that by doing some Roth conversions, which you can pay the taxes today, grow your money tax-free, and you will not be looking at that large tax bill. So I hope your advisor is talking with you on a regular basis about Roth conversions. If they're not, give me a call. I'd be glad to see if it's something that fits your goals and aspirations. But there's some, as you can see, a lot of money in tax savings by doing a Roth conversion.
Nice. Health tip of the week. I'm going to talk calories. This is always kind of a hot topic for people. People are always wondering how much they should eat. And generally speaking, every time I ask somebody, how many calories you think you should take in a day, they usually come in way lower than what I would suggest. For some reason, the magical number of 1,200 calories, which is not so magical, is usually a very popular answer that I get when I just ask somebody how many calories you think. Oh, I don't know, 1,200. I don't know where that came from, but that's what a lot of people always say. I'm going to tell you to shoot for at least 300 to 500 calories higher than that. For anybody that's doing any sort of exercise routine regularly, for females, 16 to 1,800 calories is a good starting point. It's not a guarantee on anything. It's just a starting point. And guys would be more of 18 to 2,200 would be a good starting point.
So we need to eat more. Is that what you're saying?
That's what it depends.
Eat more good foods, I guess. Okay.
Depends on what you're eating.
Okay.
But for just a very simple, for the energy that you need to do anything, 1,200 is not going to cut it. So for various reasons, and if you want to know all those reasons, let me know. Just send me a message. We can have that conversation.
Awesome.
So
good tip, Jeff. Thanks.
Now we can get into what Lucas does and what the rec center's got coming and everything they have to offer.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You were telling us, which I didn't even know that this existed. So let's just start with that. Is this Great Elf Scavenger Hunt?
Yeah, so we've got the Great Elf Scavenger Hunt going on right now, and that's going on through December 22nd. And so basically, what that is we have elephants and prizes that we hide throughout town every day. So at any point throughout the day, it's usually kind of end of day 4 or 5 o'clock or so, we'll post to our Facebook page at Highland Parks and Recreation and have a little riddle there, kind of giving a clue as to where the elf is hidden. And then kids in town can go out and find them throughout town and return them to the rec center for a prize. So it's a great way to get kids out in the parks during this time of year where most of us are honestly, sitting inside trying to stay warm. So good incentive to get kids out there and out in the fresh air and have some fun.
So the parents that are listening in, they need to, where do they get this information, and is there an age restriction as well?
There's not an age restriction. I'd say it's for kids. Use your best judgment.
The Halloween.
People call me a kid.
Halloween. The middle school Halloween kids.
Right. But yeah. So and it's posted on our Facebook page, Highland Parks and Recreation, daily. So
yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm all about movement. So anything that
today,
encourages.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Well, they'll be late anyways. They'll be a week off anyways.
The remnants are
Tricks
still
on
be
you.
there.
Right. No, I love that idea. Any reason to get to the parks and get my kids outside and moving is always a good thing. So, and gets the parents moving.
Yep, absolutely.
So, what other big events or things do we need to know about that maybe the community doesn't know?
So if you're not already aware, we have registrations going on for a few different things. We've got our indoor soccer program. So that's for kids in junior kindergarten through 4th grade. So junior kindergarten's for kids that'll be going into kindergarten fall of 2025. And then we've got our volleyball registration going on. That's for kids grades 3rd through 6th. Boys and girls are welcome to do that. Those registrations are open through January 6th. We've got swim lessons going on right now. Those start, I believe, on January 13th. And those are open until they fill up, so don't wait on those. Those are kind of for kids of all ages, anywhere from 6 months to anyone that's still learning, trying to learn how to swim. So those are going on now. We've got a kind of our probably more exciting thing going on right now is we've got a new website called Parktivity that just opened within the past couple months. People can go on there to register for special events. We just had the Gobble Hobble, our Thanksgiving Day run. That was one of the options. A parents' night out. There's different stuff to come on that. But then you can also do reservations for kids' birthday parties at the rec center. Baby showers, all that kind of stuff. Whether you want to do that at the senior center, Weinheimer. During the summer, we'll have the Highland Community Pool will be available to have.
So you can book all that stuff online now?
Yep, online.
That's awesome.
Yep, and you can get through there through the city website, highlandil.gov.
So it has all the availabilities of the Weinheimer's available this Friday night from 5 to 7. I can just go on there and book it.
Yep. Oh. Absolutely. So and so hopefully we'll continue to grow that as it kind of rolls out. But for now, it's just kind of rentals and special events. But
okay. So the regular sports sign up is not there.
Still through through highlandilsports.com for all of our sports registrations.
Cool. Hey, so you ran through quite a bit of things. Like what all is the Parks and Rec behind? Because it's
a long list.
I don't know that I even know. Like, what do you guys all stand behind here?
Yeah. So all of our parks in town, the Recordy Rec Center, the Weinheimer Community Center, the Highland Area Senior Center, Highland Community Pool. We run the City Cemetery. Kind of a long list, and all of the programs and activities that go within those facilities and parks. So all of our youth sports, we do senior trips. It's kind of never ending, it seems like sometimes, which is good.
Is that like the senior trip that they go to Washington, D.C. last year?
Yeah, they did.
Okay. We had a few members that went to that.
Oh, cool.
They said they had a great time.
So this year, 2025, they'll be going to the Magnolia markets, like Chip and Joanna Gaines. They'll be doing that. Going down to Texas. And then next December, they'll be going to New York City during Christmas time and kind of getting to see all the festivities of, Rockefeller Center and and all that good
I'll
stuff.
send
do
my
they, I
wife
guess-
on the Austin one.
Yeah, you're gonna send her.
It's our Christmas present.
Yeah, maybe I'll send mine too. What are we doing that week, Jeff?
Ship them out.
This would be
Finding
good. This
babysitters.
will help drive business for them. It helps us.
Yeah, everybody.
There you go.
How soon do what's the age requirement? Is there one? How does all that work for the people that maybe have never utilized that service?
For the senior
Yes.
trips? Yeah. So I'd say usually it's like 50, 55 and up. But we do, just normal day trips all throughout the year. There's usually at least one every month. They can sign up for those at the Cordy Rec Center. For the extended traveling trips to, Magnolia Market and New York City, there's a link on our website that they can follow to sign up for those, and that's through a travel agency.
Once they sign up, are they on an email list where you guys continue to inform them? We got one coming up, those types of things.
So if you're not already signed up on the Highland Happenings app, it kind of gets blasted through that. So it's an app on iOS and iOS and Android, sorry. And that all gets sent out through there. So you'll get.
So that's still active. The Highland Happenings app, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so that you can decide what you want to hear about, what you don't want to hear about. So you can subscribe to if you want to hear about youth sports, the rec center, public events, public safety. It's kind of got every list. So if you're not interested in youth sports, you don't have little kids, you can choose not to get those updates.
Filter it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So
I need to get that.
there you go.
I need to check that out. I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah.
Highland. We'll say that.
Highland Happenings.
Highland Happenings app.
Yes.
Okay. Get some new subscribers on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I have a hard time keeping up with all the kids stuff and when all the signups are and stuff. So
absolutely.
I was afraid I'm going to miss them.
Yeah. So everything usually goes out through there. So
Cool.
stay updated. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you said pool, so everybody's always Highland Community page. Everybody's we need a new pool.
Right.
We're getting a new pool.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to give us. Don't tie yourself down to anything. Don't overstep anything. You can just say no. Any rumors on a new pool?
It's something that we're always trying to explore. It's something we'd like to do. So nothing's, don't expect anything coming this summer, but hopefully at some point we can get that happening and kind of get an upgrade to our current pool, which has obviously been around for many, many years. And definitely.
Would the vision if something ever happened in that regard, would the vision be to do something in a different place or utilize the space that it's in now, hypothetically?
So I know a few years back, we kind of did a study as to different location options. So it's definitely not anything set in stone, but there's been talks about, keeping it at its existing location, moving it out to next to the Cordy Rec Center, going to a different location that's kind of standalone. So I'd say whenever that time comes, all would be on the table, and we'll do a detailed search to try and figure out what's the best spot for our community to be able to utilize the pool.
And I got a great idea too, because there's a lot of opinions on the Highland community page. We need a pool. You're welcome to donate money to help
Always.
facilitate this project. By the way, if this isn't done from one person, like we are a community. So if however, wherever your energy is, feel free to contact Lucas and write that check, and let's get that pool, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, here comes all the tax dollars now. Here comes the real conversation. You're really stirring the pot.
I'm a man of the
I can see the pot stirring
Let's work
happening.
together.
Does that mean Horseman Financial is going to write the first check?
I could. If someone's got to start, I
Good
will.
call, Lucas.
You know what? Let's
Money
start
where
the
your
pool
mouth's at,
fund.
right?
Thank you for that. I don't have enough people coming in asking, so
right.
I'd be glad to start a fund to help. So,
All right.
Yeah.
We'll get a picture with you and a big check.
There we go.
The big check, small amount.
Whatever you want to do. Big check.
Oh, that's good
Let's
stuff.
better move on
Yeah.
before somebody holds Joe to all this.
Yeah, before I start throwing out the drone fireworks show. No, I'm kidding. Never mind.
All right. Well, Joe, what do you got? What's next? I got the pool question.
You got the pool question. So we're as far as the summer coming up, is there anything that the Parks and Rec is doing new for the summer next year that maybe people can get ahead on or start thinking about?
I'd say we kind of got our normal stuff. Our youth baseball, softball program. We do our PB&J Fest We've got the farmers market, which I don't know, some people still haven't heard about that. We're
on the square
on our third year this year.
Speaking of which, you guys are probably the Parks and Recs is in charge of the Thursday night concerts, right?
Yes, that was next on my list. So that's kind of been a huge hit.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
Yes.
So all those things.
I didn't realize you guys did the farmers market though.
Yep.
But you're saying like, how do we get the word out about that for more involvement?
Yeah. So we post again to Highland Happenings whenever that's kind of starting up on our website, on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. So kind of letting people know if any vendors ever want to join, if you want to sell,
It's on Tuesday nights, right?
Tuesdays from 4 to 7, and it starts I think on May 20th and goes to the end of September.
That's a long schedule.
Yeah.
Good.
But you can, if you're a prospective vendor and you want to join, you're not tied down to every day. You can, choose when you want to come, when you don't want to come, all that good stuff. And then I'd say kind of as far as the upcoming summer, the biggest thing is we're hoping to have the Spindler Park pickleball courts done and hopefully ready to roll by summer. As long as everything,
Has all the money came in?
Not
or still
entirely,
short?
but we're thinking, we'll be able to get to that point yet through grants and stuff like that.
All right, Joe, cancel your pool check. Put it towards pickleball
and I can
courts.
do that too because that actually is talked about on the community page. And when's it going to be? Things take time.
Yeah.
Things take money. It doesn't just snap of a finger. And I sit back and see the comments and stuff, but so everyone can be calm and collected. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's going to get done.
Just
and
'cause something's not here right away doesn't mean we're not working on it. And
Yep.
we're always trying to push to bring.
So what's the ETA again?
Without knowing contractor schedules, all that, I'd say we're hoping to have it ready by summer. So,
okay.
So
sweet.
That's a good one right there.
Yeah. So if it is short, I know there's a lot of people that play pickleball at the Weinheimer every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you haven't made your donation yet,
I was going to say let's go up there with the old church basket and attract. Jeff, you got some young kids.
Yeah,
they're hard to turn down. Just walk them through there and have pickleball on the basket and
last I talked to Mark and I know it was really close.
Yes.
I talked to him a month or two ago and he was going to tell me. So I know it's not far off. So I know you guys will get there. And
the Girl Scouts groups, that's kind of leading that fundraising effort. They've raised a lot of money. I think they're over $20,000 now, which is amazing. And then, we've got a bunch of great service organizations in town that are always good at donating those things. And there'll be an opportunity for, I believe, if I'm not overspeaking, opportunity for people if they want to donate to that, to have their name put on a placard, and the court's named after them. So Court 1 would be for financial.
Now we're talking.
Just like the pool.
I want it actually I want it on the court itself. So tell me what that amount is, where the drones can see.
Yep. So that's really exciting. I know that's something that our community's been.
And is there still a need for some funds to help this project? Just if anyone's
and the more funds we get, the better we can make it. So
okay.
There's not a set amount. We got the bare minimum, but we can get some courts there, but we can always upgrade and do.
I'm excited, and that's what we did our fundraiser for last year was for the pickleball courts for our scavenger hunt.
I thought you did.
Last year was for that. So excited to see it come to fruition and be able to utilize the courts with them being brand new and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I like to play.
Yeah, no, it's a great way to exercise if you haven't played yet. Again, the Weinheimer has it, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So
never played, so
should.
It's fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting to. Well, I shouldn't label but I probably should. It's an activity my body could handle, I guess.
Yeah. So let's talk about these.
Well, before we do, I do have one more question. So there's a lot of kids in town fishing. Where can kids in town go fishing that the Parks and Rec maybe is behind?
Yeah, so I believe it's kids under the age of 16 don't need a fishing permit, so completely free to any kids under that age. Obviously, we manage Silver Lake Park, so there's Silver Lake, there's Old City Lake, there's a couple other smaller ponds within the park. There's Hunchy Harbor, which is right out front side of the rec center. So those I'd say are all the ones
by the dog park. right across the street.
Oh yeah. I
Is that
yes,
city?
That is
Okay,
city.
I've
So
seen kids
at
fishing
Render-
there before,
Okay.
so I didn't know if that was.
Because I know some people don't know where they can take their kids,
Yeah.
and I think that's forgotten about
Absolutely.
sometimes. So
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to make.
Yeah.
For some reason, it popped in my head and
thanks for
wanted to
bringing it up,
ask.
Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah, at Renderer Park, right beside the overpass there with
Yeah.
the bridge. There's a little pond right there. I've heard there's really good fishing there. So,
All right.
So yeah, no, great opportunity for kids. Highland's kind of spoiled, I think, in the fact that we've got so many opportunities for a town our size. But it's easy to forget about what we have because there is a lot of stuff.
And you're right. And people say, "Oh, we need more things for kids to do." Well, sometimes just sparking that thought, goes a long way because we forget about
Correct.
those free activities that are actually good for the mind, body, and soul, like
Yep.
taking your kid fishing and wherever you can. It's not a lot of people don't have a place that they can go to privately, so that's a good outlet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Jeff.
Now we can talk about the concerts.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this is one of the bigger things that's probably happened to the Square area. And this was year 2, or is this year 3?
I think it's year 4, actually. I think we started, it was either 2020 or 2021, right after
Shit,
COVID.
it's been that long.
So, yeah,
But-
Can't believe
but
it.
it's kind of growing.
Just
each
keeps
year.
blowing up.
Yeah. And, I'm right here, so I get to kind of get a front row seat to seeing it every Thursday night. And it's really been a pretty impressive thing that's going on.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that show up, I mean,
Yeah.
people are putting their damn lawn chairs out at noon on Thursday.
Now, do you have a problem? Jeff called me out at the Christmas parade. I'm like, do you have a problem with that?
I do have a little bit of a problem with it. And even for the parade, my wife did it, and I was like, I was cringing. I was like,
great how things circle back around.
Isn't
though. I
really
love it.
doesn't seem fair. Like, if you're going to hold a spot, you got to be there. Like, you didn't used to be able to go get Cardinal tickets when you actually had to wait in line. You couldn't just go put your chair there and that held your spot. You had
Sure.
your ass had to be there for the whole 24 hours waiting in line. If you want to be,
think you are, as a matter of
apparently that's the new way.
I
Whatever.
guess.
Nobody's complaining except for
you
me.
can move the chairs if you
Yeah.
want, but I don't want to be that guy.
So, all right, well, let's talk about the good part about the concerts.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And how that's going, and what I assume the expectation is this will continue.
Yeah. So we've already got our entire calendar booked up for 2025.
sweet.
So those will start on Thursday, June 26th, and go through September 18th. So yeah, we got a lot of really good talent. I don't think people realize some of the performers that come. They're coming from all over the country. I know last year we had people coming from Colorado. This year we've got people coming from Michigan, Kentucky, kind of all over the place. So
Any repeat?
no, I don't think for this year we have any repeaters. I could be over speaking on that, but a lot of new people, and always try and keep it something slightly different each week, something that kind of appeal to everyone as far as different people's taste in music, all that kind of stuff.
So with that being said, like for the person that hasn't been, you guys don't serve food, you don't serve drinks. You're leaving that up to the businesses around the square to
Right.
provide that experience.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. A lot of new businesses on the square within the past few years. So we've got a lot of restaurants and retailers too that it's a good opportunity for people to get out and if you haven't been around the square yet, seen what's new, walk around and
Yeah.
a lot of good opportunities for food, drinks,
Because you can even bring your own stuff, right? Like
Yep.
you can pack your own cooler.
Yep.
Bring your
Soda.
chairs.
Yeah.
Soda.
Anything you can keep cold.
Yep. So
'Cause I believe alcoholic beverages are allowed.
they are.
And they make music
Yep.
for some reason sound better, which
Yeah.
you don't like music, so you probably don't care.
I
but-
don't dislike music. I'm
Okay.
just not a huge
We're
concert
We're
goer.
going to touch on this over time, but
Just not a huge concert goer.
Yeah.
But this is more my. If I was to go, this is more my style where it's casual.
Right.
I got plenty of room. I'm not crammed in somebody's.
Yeah.
Everybody's standing up in front of me, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm the one guy not dancing.
Yeah.
well, the guy standing in front of you is the guy who saw that you put your chair there at 4:00, and he's going to go stand in front of you and prove a point.
It seems a little more chill. I can just sit and
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
like a lot of people do.
No, that's a good
Great, great event too.
Yes.
My only complaint is it's golf league on Thursday night, so like I don't really get to see them until the very, very end of summer. But very envious.
If you become a better golfer, Joe, then you can golf
Surely.
league on Tuesdays, and then you wouldn't have to do it on Thursdays.
You want to go right now?
Like, we could play right now. It's 35 degrees and
I don't-
20-mile-an-hour winds.
There's
We'll
a
play.
reason I golf on Thursday, and it has nothing to do with my subpar par game.
Whatever. Anything else, Lucas, on the horizon, or things that people need to know about the city, parks, the rec center?
Big change coming for the Parks and Rec, right?
Yeah. Our director, Mark Rosen, he's gonna be retiring this coming summer after. I can't even tell you. It's been 30 plus years. He'll probably tell you almost 40 years. But yeah, so big shoes to fill coming up for Mark. But happy that he's getting able to retire and go out and relax a little bit.
Yeah, he's my neighbor. I'm gonna have to see if he's not trying to sneak in my pool once he retires.
There you go. There you go.
He's done an incredible job with the city, and his, he's really the epitome of what you want for somebody that, he's always looked for the city first, and it's been
absolutely
really impressive what he's done.
So,
as far as since I've been a kid and watching everything change and evolve in this town and stuff, it's been amazing, and he's at the forefront of a lot of it.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
Pretty amazing. Well, like I said, anything else that we need to know about, or
kind of just our normal stuff. I think going into the new year. Like we were speaking about, there's always a lot of stuff going on. So Highland Happenings, our Highland Parks and Recreation Facebook page. We try and keep everyone up to date on that stuff. The city website, highlandil.gov, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Is there anything?
I'd just like to invite you back if there's ever any bigger developments on some of the things that we touched on. Come back and tell everybody what's going on, because the rumor mill is.
We like to be first.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes,
we want to be. We want to know first. We're nosy.
We're selfish. We want to tell people what's going on.
There you go.
And we want to know first.
yeah. But happy to come back anytime. Appreciate you guys having me out. And always happy to answer any questions. If anyone ever, wants to look into youth sports, helping out with that, or has questions, I'm always available. So.
All right. Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. Appreciate
Sign
you
up as a
guys.
coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it. Thanks.